Literally worn this twice.
A billion has to be taking a long-run view. And by the way, this is always true, right? Anytime we make a cut, it looks like it's a cut. And it looks
It's a Pretty Little Thing jumpsuit.
So many different instances we see that actually that ends up costing the economy.
It's legitly from Pretty Little Thing.
Kind of social fabric to the health.
And it's size 12.
It costs less, to educate a child than to put them in prison. So there's all sorts of different ways.
You've got to find the money up front to do that. And where are you? Well,
no, because governments aren't households, right? I mean, as a person, you would have to do that, but governments always create money.
The thing is, with me doing the boxes,
by borrowing or by
borrowing, of course. Well, you could do both, but the point is, you don't just want helicopter money and spending for spending's sake. If you're actually spending in anything that kind of expands the productive capacity of the economy, but also health and well-being of people, ultimately, that will also increase productivity, it will increase growth. That's the denominator, by the way, of debt to GDP, right? GDP, which is the denominator.
I haven't worn that hoodie since I was in my last flat.
The types of investments that we make, which include health and well-being of people, which we should make anyway. It shouldn't be an economic, if you want, calculation. We should care about humanity.
I don't want £30 for it, darling. I literally want £15 for it. It will cover most of the postage, and then like I wanted a couple of quid for it because of how much I paid for it. I don't want 30 quid, literally £15 and it's yours.
That will actually have, both in terms of the human tragedy, so people will be cold, but even just on economic grounds.
Whatever doesn't go here, guys, I'm just gonna, like that tracksuit, I can bag that up for a homeless girl. Someone can have that. Do you know what I mean? I'll bag that up as well and a homeless girl can have it.
It's a health mission, one is an opportunity mission.
Last chance, does anyone want the Pretty Little Thing outfit?
But that's not just about policing, right? So I think that's where the focus should be. And given that we do have...
You don't need to send 20, my lovely. You literally need to send £15.
Making sure that that initial cut is not only potentially a problematic narrative, right? You start and immediately you are...
It's size 12, and I want... Obviously, you need to cover the postage, and I want £10 for it, so... £20 for the Pretty Little Thing suit. And it cost me twice as much as that. It's literally been worn twice.
But I do think it's been very badly handled, because one thing that this government should...
Can somebody, Claire, if you go to my bio, the number in between the dots, is my bank details.
The reaction for many pensioners will be turn the heating off, and then we have the consequences Ryan talks about.
So, but are you saying that with notice it should be means tested, but perhaps not at the level at which it's...
Yeah, I think with more notice, and also maybe put it into the pension and then tax it for the people who are well off enough to be paying lots of tax, so that it's not actually landing in the laps of people who really do not need this money. That can't be a sensible use of government funds to dish it out to people who already have very good pensions. But the second thing is that clearly a lot of people, nearly 1 million people, I think, who should be claiming pension credit aren't claiming it. People like that are probably going to suffer most from this withdrawal. They need to be given a much simpler form to fill in, to encourage to claim what they need to help them with their expenses so that they can heat their homes. So,